Hi, welcome back to C.O.G Music. This is going to be, I just wanted to recommend some very, very inexpensive products that I have found to be useful for me. Number one are these silicone pick handles. They're formed on the one side for a rest for your thumb and then your index finger. I did a video on this before. I just wanted to restate. I tend to rotate the pick as I'm playing. Whenever I'm playing, it goes, the pointy part of the pick starts to turn in towards my hand, and I end up playing really on this edge of the pick. This really does wonders for preventing that. It takes some getting used to. It feels kind of funky when you start using it. You do get used to it. It actually, for me, has become so much the norm. Then when I go back to using a flat pick, it feels weird. I use these almost every time I go to play. They're very inexpensive, but I recommend those. The other thing I would like to recommend is this type of capo. Now, it's a Planet Waves. I don't know if it still is, but it used to be a division of D'Addario. I'm sure they still make these, but it has a screw. And what it ends up doing is it extremely firmly clamps. Other capos I have that are spring loaded, I tend to get more buzzing. It'll only tighten down as much as the spring on that type of capo allows it to. Something like this one. This has a fairly long top, and I had a 12-string guitar years ago, and this did the job as far as firmly clamping all the strings. And now that I have a 12-string guitar, I pretty much only use this. I tend to use this most of the time I need a capo. Because let's be honest, as far as needing to move a capo during the playing of a song, I've never had any need to do that. Now, going from song to song and changing what fret the capo is at, yes, this is a time-saving type capo. It doesn't take that much longer to loosen up the knob on this, move it where I want it, and retighten it down. I'm much more comfortable knowing the firmness that this is going to clamp with than saving time, which really is not going to add up to much. But I highly recommend a capo like this. I've got two of them. Actually, I have this black one and I have another in silver. Another thing I would recommend is one of these. It serves two functions. Now, I've added some Band-Aids for cushioning. I use it as a stretcher to work on pulling my forefinger and pinky away from each other, and then as you do a grip with it, it builds up the muscles in your fingers. You know, there's not much to it, but very inexpensive. Again, I have one here that I keep in my practice area, and I keep one at work so that I can use it there as well. I was going to say this particular pinky, that's the straightest I can get this pinky. See, I live and grew up in the Chicago area. I played a lot of 16-inch softball, which is very popular in the Chicago area. I was a first baseman, and the thing about the ball, we don't play with gloves. It's just played with your bare hands. And the ball is extremely hard over the first 2 to 3 innings. As it gets hit more and more, it does soften up, but it's rock hard over that first couple of innings. And scooping balls out of the dirt, I have jammed or dislocated every single finger with the exception of my thumb on my left hand. So, and I also noticed the older I get, the harder it is for me to stretch. So this is a pretty neat thing, and it's simple and very inexpensive, but I recommend this as well. It is adjustable. It has screws that tighten down against the bar, and you can spread these out or move them in closer, whatever suits your needs. Last but not least, and this has come about because of my PH18 Ibanez, which again didn't have any electronics on it whatsoever, purely acoustic. But I already had this I've had this for many years, and again, it's a Planet Waves clip-on tuner. The display I love. It's a very large display, bright and easy to see. I mean, I've literally had this, it's got to be close to 20 years, I would say. And it, other than having to replace the battery, very occasionally, not often at all, it is a great tuner. D'Addario / Planet Waves. I've always been a pretty big fan of all of their products, including strings. That's all I use on my guitars, D'Addario strings. So that's it. Just some small, inexpensive items that I find to be very helpful for me. Let me know if you already use some of these things or you're thinking about trying them out. Let me know if you tried it and it worked out for what you were looking for it to do. That will wrap it up for this one. Thanks for checking this out. Remember, have fun. Take care, you guys. I'll see you on the next one.